One point that's particularly interesting for this workshop and for fitness in general in relation to nose work dogs is that dogs that were physically conditioned, they maintained greater olfactory acuity, so how well they could sniff and scent and detect, compared to non-physically conditioned dogs. So these non-conditioned dogs displayed a 63.6% decrease in olfactory sensitivity. So if they weren't fit and they exercised, they were much less efficient at using their nose and potentially finding odour. Laurie has speed as she takes off on her searching. She's rapidly changing direction as she's fine-tuning where that odour is. We've got lots of changes of direction. She needs to have confidence moving over obstacles, so she's moved around that paddling pool and embark. And then she's having some stillness and duration in her indication behaviour. So I'm going to repeat this in both directions because she needs to do those cavillity in both directions and the wrapping in both directions so that she's being nice and even with which direction she's turning in. And then I'm going to slowly reduce how often I feed her on that target mat so it becomes more flowing and fluent between those two exercises, so the sprinting and the trotting. Now we're going to do a couple of stretches for the front end. So many of us have taught our dogs to bow as a trick. We can extend that to make it a better stretch. This is aimed at stretching the front end, particularly the triceps and some aspects of the chest and the back and along the ribs, but it'll also do a little bit of a hamstring stretch if they keep their back end elevated and their legs relatively straight. You can see in the bottom, the traditional bow, I've got a right angle with that dog's elbows. And grid at the top, we've extended that. He's stretching backwards and he is getting a little bit more straightness through his elbows. This is how we get more of a stretch.